Hello everyone, welcome to today's Premier League 360 round 7 coverage. We had a beautiful day on the course yesterday. Scores weren't great though, so I'll get to the scores in a minute, but I've just had a quick look and they weren't super. 37 was the best I could see. So a couple of things. Thank you to Alan for coming in last week and showing her magic and passing on her message to the thousands of people that really didn't care too much about what Alan was talking about. A couple of comments were about her performance was how much her head moved. Tended to wobble a lot, apparently. So Alan, next time you come in, we might put you in one of those neck braces and keep it a little bit stiller. I'll get on to the games. Late Bloomers were defeated by Fairway Fillies. Good match. Fairway Fillies put them up the table, sort of secured their spot into the finals, which will be in a couple of weeks' time. Late Bloomers won 12 to Fairway Fillies 121. No real good scores for Late Bloomers at all. Best was 30 points. The best for the Fairway Fillies was Joy Adams with 37 and Chris Fleming 33. So that was, as I said to you, the scores were a little bit poor yesterday. Conditions might have been a bit tougher than what we thought. In the next match, 19th hole champions defeated the Fluffy Ducks 122 to 117. That does have a little bit of an impact on the ladder as well, so we'll get to that in a minute. Best scores for Fluffy Ducks was Carol Eddy for 32 and Marie Brown 34, 19th hole champions. The next match saw Pitch Perfect defeat 8 Tarts 127 to 122. Josie Kirkman 34, Felicity Douglas 33 were solid performers. Terry Jo Ponsford and Leslie Gray. Heather Gunston also on 31. So again, quite a bit down on what they might have expected, which again might affect their placing us on the ladder. Then the last game of the round was Odds and Sodds defeated Lee's Legends 133 to 115, and the best consistency or the best score of the week was the Odds and Sodds by a little bit. Helen Taylor 36, Alison Serafini 35, Mandy Stannard 33. So coming good at the right end of the season, girls. Really good. I haven't seen Helen play a little bit lately, so that's good to see her up with that good solid score of 36. Lee Bolton was the best for Lee's Legends, showing the way as captain 31, but had no support from the girls underneath her. Lynn James was back down on 27 after a good week last week. Next week's rounds, we have round 8, so it's the last week of the home and away season. Late Bloomers will play 19th hole champions. The Fairway Fillies will play the 8 Tarts, which will be a good match considering I think Fairway Fillies are second on the ladder and 8 Tarts are third, so that'll be a really good match and might, well, definitely will shape that top 4. Fluffy Ducks up against Odds and Sodds. Again, a good match. I think Odds and Sodds are just outside. No, they're well on the bottom and nowhere near it, so that's fine. That won't be a good match at all. Pitch Perfect and Lee's Legends will round out that the home and away season for 2016. Just want to run through a couple of stories that we had on the weekend. I haven't really got a sook of the week. There was a few sooks about how poorly the ladies played, but I can't really put the 85 ladies that played on Wednesday into sook of the week. I haven't got enough time. Villain of the week, I haven't really got a villain again. Last week was Felicity. Felicity. She was mentioned in something she did in the shop, but I didn't something about falling over some boxes out the back or pushing over Karen's boxes out the back, but no, I didn't really know enough about it to put it to camera. Tool of the week was Alan. For some reason I had a comment from Alan. I was just listening on it. Listening didn't have much to do for standing behind the counter, and she was talking to a couple of ladies, and then she decided to ask me from at the back of the shop whether I could collect some bras and stretch them along a hole for her. So and she sort of giggled and didn't really elaborate. So I've got to catch up with Alan and work out what she wants me to do. Grabbing some bras and stretching them along a fairway. I'm not sort of sure. I will catch up with Alan and talk about that because it sounds really interesting. Hero of the week was Deb Borden, who had a big birthday. She turned 60 yesterday, so a big birthday to come out and play golf and support her team. Yeah, so congratulations to Deb Borden on turning 60. Okay, that's about it. I have got a picture that's been circulating around of a player, a lady player, that was taken out on the course, not this week, last week. I think Dale had something to do with it, or she'd had something to do with circulating the photo. No one's been able to work out who this lady is yet, so we might run a small competition for the viewers of this show. If you can please add in the comment sections on Facebook who you think this lady may be. The first person that gets it right might win a range voucher for 80 balls, so worth a shot. If no one else can work it out, and I'll reveal the winner next week. I think I'm doing the show again next week. Steve's on a holiday. Yeah. So pitch perfect on top of the premiership table with 24 points, just in front of Fairway Phillies with 22 points, and then 8 Tarts in third place on 20 points. So those three are well out in front of the others. So the 8 Tarts and Fairway Phillies will determine who gets that double chance for the first week of the finals. I know we've still got one more week of home and away season to go yet anyway, but it will go a long way to securing that. And then we've got Fluffy Ducks just in front of Lee's Legends 4th, and then Lee's Legends just outside that top 4 in 5th. And then with a slight chance, 19th hole champions, they are 6th on the ladder with 10 points. So with 19th hole champions playing late bloomers this week, it'd be a good opportunity to get up at least level or just in front of Lee's Legends or even Fluffy Ducks. Odds and Sodds are down the bottom and can't make it, and late bloomers also can't make it. Okay guys, thank you very much for listening, and I hope you golf well. Thanks to Brown Brothers for supplying their sponsorship, and Amy for producing the show. Thank you, and I'll see you next week. Thank you, bye.